What's good? How your day going? What? For real? Oh, that's messed up. That's crazy. No, but either way it go, yo, I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? I cried today. Felt good, bro. I'm not even gonna cap to you, dude. Like, it was one of them good ones too that felt like so good to let out. Like, oh gosh, this feels freaking amazing. Because unfortunately, I was one of the people who lost their mother to COVID. Rest in peace, mom. But no, I was good. I was just chilling, just talking to my mom earlier. Like, what's good? What you out to, cuz? What you out there doing, cuz? I'll talk to my mom like that. No, for real, being serious though. Yo, this title was made for me. We're about to check out terrifying paranormal cases that'll make you a believer. You all know I'm a believer already. Not to say I'm not. I'm a believer. But I keep telling y'all, the videos Joey keep telling me to check out on YouTube when it comes to paranormal type of stuff, it just hasn't really been scary. It hasn't really been giving me. But y'all be like, oh, check out so-and-so, they're good. And I'm like, kind of cap. I'm not liking it. We're about to go see if this is going to make me a believer in the YouTube paranormal activity. All right. Speaking of that, the movie's about to be fire. Check out the original video. Link will be in the description below. But let's go. Whew.
How you doing? I'm Callum and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary historical events that no one can quite explain. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this.
I think this video might be good. I got high hopes. Shh, be quiet.
In 1966, the Pritchard family moved into a house in East Yorkshire. Jean, Joe, Philip and Diane thought they were the sole residents of number 30 East Drive in Pontefract, West Yorks, but quickly found they in fact shared the space with something or someone else.
Man.
The unexplained occurrences began in the family's first year at number 30. Pools of water inexplicably formed, lights turned on and off, furniture was overturned, and other objects levitated inside the home. Photographs were slashed. At times, the home filled with an
Hey, and that's creepy, bro. Because when they if you ever like a family photo, and the paranormal work, I should say, slash out or scratch out someone's like face on the picture, man, that mean it's a GG for you. It's get away from me.
Inside the home,
he ain't scratched my
photographs were slashed. At times, the home filled with an unpleasant odor, while on other days, the family could clearly hear heavy breathing. In time, the family began to catch glimpses of a figure clad in black robes. Parents, Jean and Joe, were the first to spot it, but before long, both children spotted the figure as well. As the Pritchards began looking for help to deal with their alleged supernatural guest, investigators also started seeing the mysterious figure. Because the garment resembled a monk's black cowl, the apparition became known as the Black Monk of Pontefract.
Black people.
Resembled a monk's black cowl, the apparition became known as the Black Monk of Pontefract. Others became involved in the investigation.
I'm sorry, go back. Y'all so damn
supernatural
racist. I'm sorry,
guest.
go back.
Investigators also started seeing the mysterious figure. Because the garment resembled a monk's black cowl, the apparition became known as the Black Monk of Pontefract. Others became involved in the investigation. A number of exorcism attempts failed as vicars, local police, paranormal investigators, and even the local member of parliament attempted to help the Pritchards with the haunting. Daughter Diane, aged 12 at the time the family moved into the home, increasingly seemed to be the object of the ghostly monk's attention.
Oh my gosh.
This would prove important as one paranormal...
Like, why does it always... And no, I know why. Because, bro, I'm telling you, man, because kids are still so innocent. Babies are super innocent. I feel like they still have that attachment to work. Because think about it. I don't remember it. I don't remember nothing that happened to me. Like, I can remember a little bit of kindergarten. A little bit. But I don't, like, really remember, like, stuff, bro. They attach to them because they know your memory ain't gonna hold that long of me anyway. You still connected with me a little bit. You still in that other universe a little bit. I'm a believer if we ever figure out how to use our full 100% brain, because if you don't know, we don't use our full brain. If we ever do that, I guarantee you we can do some shit. I guarantee you. Go back.
Daughter Diane, aged 12 at the time the family moved into the home, increasingly seemed to be the object of the ghostly monk's attention. This would prove important as one paranormal investigator finally began to track down some answers. Tom Cuniff worked for years on the Pritchard case. Knowing that paranormal activity usually takes place in a location relevant to its presence, Cuniff began to research the history of the area immediately around the Pritchard home.
He about to find
What he
something.
found began to connect the dots and explain the monk's actions, even if he couldn't stop them. Cuniff discovered that the town gallows had once been situated across the road from where the Pritchard home stood. It was on that side where a Cluniac monk had been hanged years before for the rape and murder of a young girl. The
Oh, that's
victim
probably
was close
detached
in
him.
age to Diane Pritchard, thus explaining the monk's fascination with her.
I told
The
you.
Cluniac order was known for wearing black.
Now this one feels real. I'm not gonna lie. This one feels good. This one legit feel like some legit. Even though I haven't seen the video yet, this one feel legit, man. I'm telling you, when it comes to YouTube, finding paranormal type videos, I don't really find good ones on YouTube. I love them. I watch them everywhere else. Hella good. Watch movies like them. Hella good. On YouTube, I watch a lot of different type of horror stuff. It's good. I'm telling you, the paranormal stuff on YouTube is just don't be hitting. I like this though.
Monk's fascination with her. The Cluniac order was known for wearing black, providing further evidence that the apparition may have been the murderous monk. Over the years, several paranormal investigators have captured photos that may show evidence of the Black Monk of Pontefract. Claire Cowell captured this eerie image in 2016 when investigating the property. In it, we can see a black vapor down the end of the hallway. Cowell believes it looks like a hand carrying rosary beads. Pete Poulton and Rob Hughes from Ghost Inspectors Paranormal Group snapped this photo that seems to show a mysterious figure in a
I thought it
downstairs
was a
mirror.
damn picture. That's a mirror. Shit.
Today, the house at number 30 East Drive still stands, and it even hosts visitors who hope to catch a glimpse at the spirit who dwells inside.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Remember I told y'all, you never catch me doing stuff like that for views. I low-key want to go to a haunted house. I'm not gonna like a legit real, not like a haunted house like, rah, I come pay $10 and get scared. Like a mission like this. But with me though, I ain't going by myself. I ain't going at night. And whoever I go with, we holding hands. You can say whatever you want. We holding hands. We just be on a date. So I'm not letting go.
Hosts visitors who hope to catch a glimpse at the spirit who dwells inside. To this day, objects have been seen flying around the house, eerie whispering has been heard, and that mysterious dark figure continues to be spotted on occasion. There are just two rules for those who visit the home: no use of Ouija boards on the property,
Ooh,
and
makes
no
sense.
attempts at exorcism.
Damn. It'd be some clown that'd go and try it.
Many paranormal cases feature a haunted place,
Hate that
but
damn
sometimes it appears to be a person who is haunted. In
you.
1938, Elmer Fielding
you.
was, by all accounts, leading a fairly normal life, until terrifying and unexplained things began to besiege her in her home in Croydon, UK. Dishes flew off their shelves and shattered on the floor, sometimes they cracked while in her hands. Heavy chunks of coal and other household objects levitated or even sailed across the room, drawn by some unseen force. The events in the Fielding home were witnessed by Alma herself, her husband Les, their son Don, and their lodger George Saunders. In her desperation to find answers, Mrs. Fielding pleaded with the local newspaper to come and document her experiences. When observers visited, what they saw horrified them and thrust Mrs. Fielding into the forefront of the emerging field of paranormal research. The field of the paranormal was an emerging area of study at the time of the Fielding's incidents. One researcher, Nandor Fedor, saw the newspaper account of the unexplained events at the Fielding home and suspected it was more than an ordinary poltergeist. Instead, Fedor believed it was not the house but Elmer Fielding herself that was haunted, or more accurately, subconsciously causing the frightful incidents by directing energy generated from emotional trauma. Fedor's theory was situated at the curious confluence of Freudian psychology and the unexplained. To test his theory, Fedor had Elmer Fielding accompany him to the International Institute in Kensington. While he ostensibly planned to conduct interviews, medical investigation, and supernatural examinations with her, a significant part of his plan was to separate her from the house to determine whether she...
Man, I'm telling you, dude, I wish this would have some video. This one is so freaking good so far. Remember we had that talk. I was telling you, I'm like, bro, most of the time it's not even the house most of the time, bro. It's the person. Hey, I don't care what you say. How you feel about Paranormal Activity Part 1? I feel like it gave some gems in that. I feel like personally it was good. I feel like it was good, dude. Like, I'm not even capping to you. What do you do in that situation? If it's attached to the person, let's say you love this person. Do you dip out on the do you leave? I can't get it out you. I don't know what to do. And honestly, serious question. I don't know if you know anything. Serious questions. Have any exorcisms ever been successful? I've watched so many videos on YouTube about it. I don't know if they're real or fake, of course, with the movies and everything like that, shows, all that stuff. But I've never seen one that's been successful. It's always been like enough to piss it off to the point where it kills the body, like the host that is in, or to the point where it jumps to someone else, or it just goes away for a bit and come back. I've never seen anyone be successful. So does this practice actually even work, or does it legit just pisses it off? Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. That's crazy to me. Bars, I ain't even trying to do that, you see?
It was responsible for the phenomena the local paper had documented. Fedor set up several scenarios to test his theory, and even he couldn't have dreamt that he would get his answer so quickly, or in such a horrifying way. Almost immediately after their arrival in Kensington, Fedor observed frightening happenings around Alma Fielding. Items materialized from thin air, seemingly summoned from her home back in Croydon, as if Alma's mind created some type of portal that could transport things across space. A protracted investigation.
Baby, you better put us in our bag then. Bring some stuff over here. Man, you better stop playing. We gotta get cool. Hey, babe. Hey, talk to that ghost nigga in you, bro. Tell him, hey, transport. I'm gonna go. At that point, you legit the biggest plug in the world. Like, you legit the plug. You can tell Future Moon, like, bro, I'm legit the plug right now, dog. I'm plugged in so hard. Stop playing, get serious.
Portal that could transport things across space.
We want to come up.
A protracted investigation never led Fedor to a plausible explanation, despite his dogged determination to find some source for her episodes that would free her from accusations of mental illness or fraud. He was certain that her husband's trauma during war, her own monotonous daily routine, some repressed memory from childhood, or a combination of those factors was responsible for the trance-like state she usually entered as her frightening episodes began. Fedor's pursuit of answers became so outlandish that it even led to his removal from the International Institute. Yet his exhaustive efforts perhaps provided the most terrifying explanation of all, that Alma Fielding's experiences had no reasonable explanation.
Man.
In November of 2011, Latoya Ammons moved with her 3 children and her mother, Rosa Campbell, into a home in Carolina Avenue in Gary, Indiana. Within weeks, the home's screened-in porch became populated with large flies, a very unusual occurrence for December in...
Oh yeah, because, wait. So, in the movie Exorcist, when the flies come, was that just representing, like, did that come with trying to get the preacher out? Or was that just part of someone being possessed? Ah, damn, and I'm a huge horror fanatic. I don't fully know. What does that resemble? Because I see a lot of flies when it comes being used when it comes to, like, anything Exorcist related. I'm tired of saying that word, too. I feel like I'm haunting myself or something. But basically, let me know, what does that bubble down to again?
Populated with large flies, a very unusual occurrence for December in northern Indiana. Further, it seemed that no matter how many flies the family killed, more came in their place. The greater terror began when Latoya's children became the target of strange events. It started with her 12-year-old daughter, whom Campbell allegedly discovered floating unconscious above her bed. The child eventually returned to her bed and awakened unaware of what had just happened. The woman consulted with clairvoyants who told them that the home was possessed by more than 200 demons, and urged them to move to another home. He consulted with clairvoyants who told them that the home was possessed by more than 200 demons and urged them to move to another home. Because the family couldn't afford to move, they took one clairvoyant's advice to construct an altar in the home's basement and recite Psalm 91 aloud in the house. This step brought the family 3 days of peace before the possession resumed worse than ever. This time, the spirits escalated their attacks by adding the 7 and 9-year-old boys to their list of targets.
Oh, hell
The boys would develop evil smiles and deep, otherworldly voices as their eyes bulged.
Man, oh, I'm gonna tell you something. Oh
The
my
younger
God.
son spoke to an
that looks
invisible
scary.
child
Oh
who
my
was
gosh.
describing to him what it felt like to be
Shit.
killed. Ammons herself would develop physical sensations that she believed were moments of possession. When she pursued medical advice,
I believe that, bro, because it's the kid. Kids really don't. They lie about stupid stuff, but nothing like that. Man, he said that mug was explaining to him how I feel to be killed. Man, this is crazy.
the boy's doctor allegedly witnessed the younger son being lifted and thrown through the
I'm
room.
out of there.
Both sons cursed at the doctor in a demonic voice before passing out. An ambulance was called, joined by police officers, and the boys were taken to a hospital. In the emergency room, the older boy returned to normal, but the younger son became so violent that it took 5 men to hold him down.
Man.
In the chaos, someone reported Ammons to Child Protective Services, fearing that they had been abused or exposed to drugs.
I ain't do that.
Perhaps the most striking thing about the case at this point is the growing quantity of documentation from professional and separate parties, testifying to the nature of the possessions. The doctor, a psychiatrist, hospital staff, police, and child services all created records of their interaction with Ammons and her family, leaving a horrifying paper trail of what was going on. This included violent verbal threats from the boys and, perhaps most frightening, an episode of one boy walking up the wall and across the ceiling.
Oh my God, I wish I would.
With no other solution for the children, authorities removed them from the home. Psychological examinations and legal proceedings followed, but most significant was what took place in the home. Eventually, social workers and police visited the home with Campbell, offering them a glimpse of what was taking place and even sending it with them. Police radios malfunctioned after visiting, and the caseworker for the children experienced a severe head.
See, because this is a lot going on for a family. I feel like maybe it is documented, maybe just not on here. Maybe I feel like this somehow would have been documented. Like, bro, to the point you got it where it's like, over 200 something. I don't want to say the names in your home. They're not only acting up and doing stuff like these, sound like some legit angry ones. Like they hella not playing. Legit talking to the kid like, hey, telling your ass how I feel to be killed, cause jumping in their body doing all this. Bro, police come to that. The priest, whatever they say, come like, hell no, we gotta get up out of here. Take him down to the hospital. They like, bro, we don't know what's going on. Is it drugs with a boom, boom, boom? Police like, damn, radio stations don't we work all this? And basically, what I'm saying is for all this to be happening. No, you looking at. For all this to be happening, this one should be documented somehow, bro. And I remember one time my mom was telling me because she used to hate my stepdad. This nigga used to drink like crazy, go crazy. And I remember she told me one time, she was like, bro, one time, she's like, he got like so damn drunk. She was like, I swear I don't even think it was him. Cause like he got like crazy and mental and shit. I hate when people can't handle their alcohol. I hate it. And he'd get like really like abusive. But she's like, one time, she's like, it was like slob coming out of his mouth. She's like, he ain't sound like him. She's like, I swear I think it was possessed. We ain't about to watch that. It's some crazy stuff, man, with this dude, man.
Radios malfunctioned after visiting, and the caseworker for the children experienced a severe headache while in the home. A priest who heard of the family's plight eventually performed multiple exorcisms on Latoya Ammons that finally freed her and her children from their tortured condition.
Now did it?
The reunited family moved to Indianapolis, leaving the possession behind in the house on Carolina Avenue.
Burn that shit down. Man. I should Google Maps the address. Like just to look. But no, see? Because when you get to look messing with stuff like that, you get what you're looking for. Let me not do that. Hell no, I ain't doing that.
In 1971, Colin and Leslie Robson were digging in the garden at their home in Hexham, UK, when they discovered 2 small stone heads. Roughly the size of tennis balls, the heads appeared to have been carved with grotesque faces. The boys soon reported strange goings-on in their home. The heads themselves would allegedly move when left unattended, relocating across the room without intervention. Bottles would launch themselves across the room. The apparent power of the heads even reached into the home next door, where the Dodd family reported that their son's hair had been pulled. His mother described seeing a half-man, half-goat figure walking through the house. Soon, the heads were passed along to...
Hey, what? I understand why they use goats when it comes to, like, anything demonic. Like, they legit look creepy as hell.
Anne Ross, who was an expert in Celtic artifacts. Immediately after she took possession of the heads, she began experiencing strange phenomena as well. Like Mrs. Dodd, she spotted a half-man creature inside her home, but in this case, it was half-wolf instead of half-goat. She tracked it through her house before it escaped her sight. Later, her daughter reported a werewolf-like figure leaping the banister inside the home. The introduction of a wolf into the situation suggested a possible link to the Hexham wolf that had killed a number of animals in the community in 1904. The wolf had escaped from a local zoo and attacked several livestock in the area before it was struck by a train and killed. Speculation quickly linked the wolf's violent death to the discovery of the heads and their apparent influence on the well-being of those who handled them. A twist in the story developed when a local concrete worker, Desmond Craigie, came forward with a plausible story that he had made the heads for his daughters in 1956 when they lived in the home. He even created new heads as proof, but most who viewed them agreed that they were poor facsimiles of the original. The heads changed hands a few more times before disappearing without explanation. Their current whereabouts is unknown.
The way he said that, I'm like, boy, I better not find them mugs. Man.
Before we take a look at a truly puzzling case that went down in Braxton County, West Virginia, remember to caress that subscribe button and tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos.
Man, this one is good. I ain't gonna lie. I wish we had video for this one, but this one is freaking good, man.
On September 18, 1952, brothers Frederick and Edward May, joined by their friend Tommy Heyer, reported seeing a bright object fly through the sky and land on a farm owned by G. Bailey Fisher in the community of Flatwoods, located in Braxton County, West Virginia. As they left the area, they stopped at their home and told their mother, Kathleen, what had happened. She called West Virginia National Guardsman Eugene Lemon, who accompanied her, the original 3 boys, and several other children back to the Fisher farm. When the party reached the site, they noticed a pulsing red light. They directed their flashlights on the source and spotted a large human-like figure with a broad hood and small hooked arms. Its red face was shaped like a spade from a playing card with glowing orange eyes. The figure hissed and began to drift towards the group, causing Lemon, the guardsman, to drop his flashlight and scream. At this point, the rest became frightened and dispersed. Upon their return to safety, the group reported some type of odorous mist in the area of the sighting that left them nauseated and suffering from throat irritation for days. The local sheriff had been investigating a report.
I'm calling a little cap on this one. I don't know about nigga. I don't know. The spades, man. Really? I don't know about this one.
Throat irritation for days. The local sheriff had been investigating a report of a plausible plane crash in the same area, but found nothing. Later on, a newspaper reported apparent skid marks in the area and some type of thick, gummy material on the ground in the area. This soon gave credence to the theory of a UFO landing that was quickly linked to the figure seen by the Mays and their group. A variety of theories have emerged that attempts to explain the Flatwoods monster as a barn owl, and the physical reactions of the investigators to exertion and hysteria.
Owl's so creepy.
Yet, there remains no detailed explanation that ties together the bright light, the evidence of a possible landing, and the mysterious figure itself. The mountainous nature of the area would have offered many routes for escape and hiding that anyone, or anything, could have easily avoided detection. The bright light in the sky has been linked to other sightings of a meteor in the area on the same night, but anything entering the atmosphere would resemble a meteor beyond a certain distance. Given the proximity of the maze and Tommy Hire to the only other unexplained events of the night, it would seem that their account carries considerably more weight than that of people who saw nothing more than a brief flash of light from hundreds of miles away. The explanation of the witnesses' physical symptoms falls short as well. While it's true that anyone...
Yeah. I don't know, this one. I would put this one probably first. Probably not. I probably wouldn't even include this one. It's not even the fact that I'm not even fully believing it. It's the story. It sounds like a really good put together Stephen King book. Movie, I should say. Because it sounds good, but it's connected too good. Where it's like, this sounds like someone really loves Stephen King made this story. I could be wrong though. Who knows? Let's just finish and see what happens. Nigga might be real. Who knows? Oh, you looking at him, staring all the damn time.
Of the witnesses' physical symptoms falls short as well. While it's true that anyone can experience nausea, vomiting, and throat irritation when frightened or exhausted, these symptoms usually fade as soon as a person calms down, gets some rest, and perhaps even some hydration. The witnesses had their symptoms for days, a situation far more similar to exposure to mustard gas than to simple fatigue or fear. So what actually happened in Braxton County all those years ago still remains a mystery to this day.
He probably just reneged at a house party. They whooped his ass, and then he was in the woods, got lost. But look, that one I call it cap. All right, but let's talk. All right, so I will say this one though. This one was really good, but my point still kind of stands though, like what I said, because when y'all be seeing me like paranormal videos, they never really get me. This one was really good, but this one was not a video. It was a video technically, but there was no footage. I should say, for better wording, there was really no footage, so I don't know if I can see it. If I can believe these things. From the stories I was told, sounds really good. It sounds believable. The last one did not sound believable. The one with the mom with the kids, whatever, that one sounds believable, but really far-fetched. Like really, that's one I really want to see footage for. Like, let me see, because damn, if this is real, this is scary as hell. And it's like you encountered some mean ass ones too. Like they was with the shit. Like it was up and stuck with them. Like they was like, bro, it's up there with us, cuz. But so based on those last two, I'll say the very last one, I ain't gonna lie, it bored me. I was waiting for a movie. I ain't gonna lie, I was waiting for a movie. Second to last one, might be cap. I need to see some footage. But other than that though, my point's still saying, like I said, I'm telling you, bro, I love horror. I really do. We're gonna keep checking these out though, because I love watching horror with y'all. But I'm an honest person, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up. If I feel cap, I'm calling cap. It could be your favorite creator. I don't care. I don't care. If I feel cap, I'm calling cap. It's that simple. Charlie, I'm gonna unsubscribe. I call cap. Stop playing around. Stop.